What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today this is a video that can be very valuable for you. So what I'm doing today is I'm going through everything I learned from watching this video from Charlie Morgan on how he will get to 0 to 10K a month as quickly as possible. And where it'll be valuable for you is that you don't have to watch this hour-long video like I did, and you can get the information in like 10 minutes. So I really recommend it. I learned a lot, and I just want to share that with you guys. So again, the video is how to get to 0 to 10K a month, how he did it. So I just want to go through it, and yeah, let's just get right into it. All right, so first of all, he said that for most people, it takes around 12 to 36 months to actually hit this goal of getting to 10K a month. Now, it's very different from person to person. He said he was able to hit in 2 months, and some people just take longer. So I think having a range of how long it would reasonably take is a good idea. You might be able to do it quicker than 12 months. You might not, but it should, for most people, take between this time. All right. So what he talks a lot about in the video is how it's not about the business model. I think this is very important for most people to understand, is that it doesn't actually matter what business model you use. What really matters is you. You are the person that matters. So it can be, you could be drop shipping, you could be doing agency, you could be doing, I don't know, fucking coaching, right? But the thing is, there are all people that are making money in this model, and so for you to think that, oh, it's this model or it's that model, is wrong. If you know that there are already people making money inside of that model, then it's not about the model, it's about you, and it's about how you do it. Okay, this is very important, because what most people do is switch models, and then there's an opportunity cost there, where it's like, okay, if you want to switch business model, then it's going to take time, because now you're going to have to spend more time and learn that new model, right? And there's a couple of reasons why you do that, which we're going to get into later. But yeah, right? So I just want to explain what he calls the vehicle and the driver. So the vehicle is the business model that you're choosing, and the driver is you, just so you understand that. All right, so getting more into the vehicle, I just want to know one thing, is that it's not about the 10K a month. It's about getting to become the person who can earn $10,000 a month. All right, let's get to the vehicle. The vehicle really is just about how can you solve a problem, right? You make money when you solve a problem. If you look at like a company that makes a lot of money, like Apple, right? They're allowing you to instantly communicate with people, right? So you weren't able to do that before. Now you solved a problem. And you've also created a problem, because everybody else is able to instantly communicate with everybody else. So now you need this tool, or else you're going to be left out, right? So what really is, value is created when pain is alleviated. So the thing is, you have to understand, this is why I think I've been skipping over personally, is that this is why target market research is so important. You need to truly understand what is the problem that your target is facing that you are helping them solve. If you at a base level don't understand that, you're just making it way harder than it needs to be, all right? So make sure that you understand the problem, all right? Right, so that you can market the best. If you know you can market it to the best, if you know what the problem is, then it'll make it a lot easier for you to market it to them. All right, so you need to solve a problem, and you need to know what problem exactly that is you're solving. All right, so now it's about the driver, right, which is you. So as I said earlier, it's not about how can I get this goal of earning 10K every month into my bank account. The goal is, how can I become the person who's capable of earning $10,000 every single month, right? So this is the goal that you should be going for, instead of the actual goal, right? Is how can you become the person, because it's very intangible. How can you earn 10K a month? A little bit like, how am I supposed to get there, right? How am I supposed to get there? Because there's probably a lot of reasons why you aren't there yet. So if you're not there yet, you want to understand, how can I become the person who can do this? So for me, I said someone who sends at least 80 outreaches a day. This is the number, but I should be sending at least 80 outreaches a day, which usually leads to one meeting. So get booking one meeting every day. Someone who is charming. I mean by that, yeah. Someone who's charming, somebody people like to speak to, and someone who knows how to sell. And then someone who knows this shit. You really have to know what it is that you're talking about. If you're selling, people only want to really work with somebody who knows your shit and knows what they're doing. Well, these are the traits or skills or characteristics that I would need to be able to earn $10,000 a month, right? Because I said, if you're already a person capable of earning $10,000 a month, you would already be earning $10,000 a month. So you genuinely need to improve your skills, right? Yeah, because it means if you're not earning $10,000 a month for now, it just means you're not that person, and so you need to improve. And that's what you need your focus to be, is how can you become that person? That's where your focus should change, right? So get more into the driver. What actually makes the driver? Right. So number one is that you have to understand that you are absolutely and utterly malleable, right? You aren't really anything, right? You're not your name, you're not your body, you're nothing, you're none of that. What I would say you are is that you are what you do. That's kind of my definition. And it is very, very easy to change what it is that you do. You have to understand that you are extremely easy to change, right? If you're currently not, if you currently don't have the skills or have the characteristics of somebody who earns $10,000 a month, you have to understand in your mind, first of all, everything is possible. Second of all, is that you can become the person who's able to earn $10,000 a month, right? So you have to change yourself. You have to become that person, right? And here I wrote this, just a quick note. I want food, bro. Now you know. So let's take, for example, the skills. Let's say I want to start an agency. This is a little bit of repetition, but hold on. Is that you need a specific set of skills. You need the sales skills. You need to know your shit, and you need to be somebody who advertises as much as possible for their business. Right? This is very, very important. This is very, very important. So if you don't know this, then you're not gonna get the 10K a month, most probably, right? So now that you know what skills you need to have, now you need to go out and do something that allows you to earn $10,000 or to gain these skills. So for me, it's sales skills. I'm starting a sales job very soon. So actually tomorrow. And so what I need to do is I need to go out there and get that skill. I need to know my shit. So I need to get better at advertising, right? At media buying, because that's what I do in the SMMA. And I need to just be better at advertising as much as possible. I need to just send out my DMs. I need to do the outreach as much as possible. So I need to become more resilient, etc. Right. What pays the bills? Skills, characteristics. It's kind of like, it's a little bit broader way of looking at skills, but yeah, what I wrote here is it's mainly how other people would describe you, right? So once a year, you're probably going to need, if you want to become successful, and especially this 10K a month goal, is that you need focus. So you need to be able to sit down and work on something for a period of time, right? And diligently, right? Number two is discipline. And that you need to know what it is. Like, you just need to, no matter how you feel, is to sit down and be able to do what it is that it's going to get you. You need to be able to sit down, no matter how you feel, and do the things that a person who earns 10K a month does. All right. Said earlier, malleability. You need to be able to change. You need to be able to change your identity, right? If you need to become, hey, say you're lazy, right? You need to be able to become industrious, right? they need emotional management. This one ties a little bit into discipline, but a couple of things is that, first of all, you can't just become doubtful if you sit there and, oh, it isn't working, and crying, right? You need to logically know in your mind that, okay, this actually works. This works. I believe what it is I'm doing is going to work. And how I feel, if it feels doubtful, if you feel doubtful about it, that doesn't mean it's not going to work. It just means that you feel doubtful about it. And you can analyze that emotion and try and use it and try and learn if there's something that you don't know, you don't understand. But primarily, you just need to see you have the emotion and ignore it. All right? And remember here, because this is a thing in the video that he said, but it's very important to understand that these characteristics and traits, like the characteristics, aren't binary. So it's not, are you focused or not? Are you a person who's able to focus? It's how well are you able to focus? How focused are you? Same with discipline. How disciplined are you? How malleable are you? And how well are you able to manage your emotions? So it's a spectrum. It's not just are you focused or not. It's how good are you at focusing, all right? And this is very, very important because it's a skill that you develop over time. It's not just either you're focused or not. It's how focused are you? So this kind of gives you a path to develop focus, right? Because maybe right now you're here, but you need to get to here. Well, then you know that, okay, it's just going to take me practicing. Let's say I can focus for 1 hour. Well, then I need to be able to focus for half an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, right? So this is very important to get into your mind that some of these skills, they are to a degree, right? So some of these you need to practice and you need to get good at them. And eventually you will be able to get these in and then you'll know, all right? You get this in, you need to learn these skills and then you will know. Simple, all right? And I wrote here, just because your past self hasn't been a certain way, truthfully has no effect if you can be that way or not. And what I mean by that is, a lot of times, for me at least, I will look back and see how did I respond in this situation, which is actually a bad habit because how I responded in the past doesn't actually matter. How I was in the past doesn't actually matter. It has no effect on what I can do today. It has no effect on what I can do today. It's very, very, very important. Because sometimes we'll look and we'll use our past selves to define ourselves today. The truth is, it doesn't matter. Because you can easily change your behavior. If you're obviously very malleable, you can just change your behavior. So you need to stop referring so much back to the past, and you really just need to take action now. You just need to change the way you act now and stop using that as a metric. Just do it. Just change the way you act now. Simple. All right, beliefs. This is very brief, but basically what you need to do. So beliefs was a thing he didn't really get into. Apparently he was like, hey, I'm going to make a new video, which is cool. He's going to make a video about it. So I just want to go a little bit into my beliefs. Personally, what I believe is that anything is possible. I have this core belief. I think it's more like what anybody else did, I can do. Pretty much. I think that's kind of what it is, but it should just be anything is possible under the laws of physics, right? Anything's possible under the laws of physics. It's a very important belief because if we don't have that, it's often that we limit ourselves based on what we think is realistic. I really hate that word realistic because I think it's just a limiting belief that if something's not realistic, people start to hold themselves back, and that's the worst thing that you can do. Never hold yourself back, all right? So this is one of my core beliefs, that under the laws of physics, everything is possible. And that's also why I'm studying physics right now, to understand these laws as good as possible. Right, and I think that's like my biggest core belief. Anything's possible. So yeah. I just had like an intrusive thought that told me like, if anything is possible under the laws of physics, it's a law of physics that says that I can't become a world champion boxer, become the best boxer in the world. There's not. Therefore, it is a bullshit statement. And what I need to change there is I can't let that belief keep going because it's simply a fallacy, because it's not based off like logic, right? It's not adhered to this core belief that I have, all right? Because anything is possible in the laws of physics. There's no law of physics that says Marcus can't become a world champion boxer. Thank you. All right, cool. I think that was primarily it. Just to summarize here. So number one, the model doesn't matter. It's about you. You need to become the person who's capable of earning 10K a month, right? What skills and characteristics does a person capable of earning K a month have, and then learn them? There's nothing can't learn. This is very important as well. I don't know, I kind of have this weird belief where it's like, oh, I can't learn this because I wasn't the way I grew up or something. It's just complete bullshit. It's a fallacy, and it doesn't adhere to my beliefs. All right, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys learned something. I know I certainly did. So thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.